Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive
Hello,
nerves. The
everybody,
prospects are
and
so
welcome to
great,
today's
the
match.
potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Cross into the box. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Van de Ven. Manchester United are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Now that looks a decent ball. Rodriguez. That's very neat. Has a shot! Just too much, fractions.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Onana, Van Dijk, and it's Amadou Onana. Now that's well seen too. Decent progress down the left.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Onana, and it's Guido Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Just the goalkeeper to beat. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Rooney unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Stood up well to him there. Somerville. Souček for Rodriguez. Rodriguez cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Played out wide. And he's whipped it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. More and more pressure on the ball here. Van de Ven. Rice. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Rooney. And it's Szoboszlai. It's played through for him. There's a no-nonsense tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He won't be happy with that one. Lucas Paqueta. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he whips it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
But a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top. Areola gets it away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Great vision. He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's forced to go back. Can he get on the end of this? Bale, Van Nistelrooy, Todibo deals with that comfortably. Walker-Peters, Lucas Paqueta. This is Souček. Somerville. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And
so we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
In football.
Here we go again then. So the first half brought no goals. Saliba, Wilson goes sliding in. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's superb. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Paquetá. Ambitious ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nicely worked. Szoboszlai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bowen is in a really good position out wide. Souček. Now, can they get him away? Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, well measured. And this is Rooney. It's Rooney! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, we call that the slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality ball.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 22, Mbeumo. Number 9, Rooney. Coming on the field, number
Onana
19,
gathers from the goal kick.
Suarez. Number 10,
Spread out to the left.
18, Erling Haaland.
And it's Rice. That has been cut short. Tries to cross. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Not the most accurate pass. Rodriguez. Haaland chasing after it. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice bit of trickery. That's an excellent interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cherki. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Searching pass he's played there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Looking for the run, and it's been played through. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. That pass isn't the best. Can he latch on to this? Ah, good steal, he just read it. And it's Paquetá. He's in plenty of space here. Somerville picks it up out wide.
There will be
Now,
one
he's got
minute
space
added
here.
time.
And here's Paquetá. Lucas Paquetá! Oh, yes, it's there! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8, Szoboszlai.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much
Hello,
depends on
everybody,
this.
and welcome to today's
Expectation
match.
and nerve.
Manchester
It is
United
indeed a heady
against
mix.
Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Well, if you judge a striker by his goals, Ruud van Nistelrooy has to be held in the highest regard.
He is a goal-scoring phenomenon.
Yeah, a real master who, when you think of his work, doesn't appear to have a weakness. As poachers go, he's supreme. Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. No way through. It's Bale! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Looking for the run. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure ploughing through the middle. And he's there to get it away. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pedro Neto. Vieira. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vieira. And it's Rosicky. This looks promising. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. He has a look up. It's a good ball out wide. Sommer tries a shot! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rice. Rosicky. Oh, that's well spotted. That has not gone well. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a good ball. Van Nistelrooy takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting.
Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Pedro Neto. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Doku. Knocks it into space. That's the keeper's ball. Pedro Neto. Van Nistelrooy. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's taking no chances there. It's gone out for a throw-in. That has been cut short. Vieira. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Shapes to shoot! He scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Brzezinski, and it's Van Nistelrooy. It's a promising position. Now it's Doku. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Brzezinski, and here's Yaya Toure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Opts to play it back. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. Doku! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Manchester United are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution in progress.
And that's the second half started. Szoboszlai. Vieira. Here's Doku. Onana. Szoboszlai.
Pretty robust defending.
Mohamed Salah is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, important interception. Chance for a shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rice with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Czech deals with that, nice and simple. Doku, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Yaya Toure, played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's out for a goal kick. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Doku. And it's Salah. Yaya Toure. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Saliba makes the interception. Szoboszlai. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Mohamed Salah bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Doku. Szoboszlai. Oh, terrible pass. Shot a goal! And he's quick to get it clear again.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Can he get it through? Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Neto. Decent chance! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Now, this could be a chance. That's going to go a long way. That has ended up in no man's land. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Szoboszlai. Saliba gets over and intercepts.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Doku, looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Saliba. Now it's Doku, and it's Szoboszlai. And he cuts out the supply. And here's the chance to counter. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for a runner. He's cut it out. Yaya Toure. It's run loose here. Mohamed Salah shoots! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8, Szoboszlai. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Mbeumo.
So there's going to be another change here. Manchester United take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very...
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been
Nicely
indicated.
intercepted. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pass somewhat off target. Yaya Toure. And here's Doku. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Yaya Toure. Van Nistelrooy! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Manchester United can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows...